What's going on, guys? It's Waithe, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you a tour of my art. I don't feel like I am like a certified painter. I just like to paint. I didn't go to paint school. I didn't Bob Ross wasn't my mentor. I am just literally been experimenting with the paints, and it's been really fun. So I'm just going to give you a little insight into each painting, what the meaning behind it is. Most of my art is abstract, so do you know what I'm saying? I just love the colors, the blends, the different textures. So let's get straight into this, because I've got a few to show you. So we're going to start off with this painting here, and I like to kind of paint on different sized canvases, and this one reminds me of sort of like a window, like a small window size. Now this is the first one. See, with these different colors and paintbrush strokes, that's the kind of thing I go for. It doesn't have any sort of meaning. I just absolutely love kind of messing around with the colors, and it also looks really nice when you make your own art and put it on the wall. It's kind of like a skateboard, do you know what I mean? The skateboard size. I wouldn't recommend standing on it though, that would be a bit annoying. So if you sit on the wall, don't take it off and put it on your feet. But yeah, that's one of them. I also want you lot to kind of see let me know what you see in the paintings in the comments below. Might sound strange, but you lot might see different things in it. You might see certain different patterns that I don't see. So let me know in the comments below. I'm going to show you each one, and then let me know which one you see different things in. So yeah, this one's quite cool. I really like the purple on that one. So if you're wondering why I started painting, I actually used to paint a little bit when I was younger, and I never really saw it as something I was good at, so I kind of stopped. I used to always try and follow sketches and draw on the lines, and it made me frustrated that I couldn't paint like these amazing painters, portraits of people and realistic stuff. But in lockdown, I feel like I wanted to let my creative expression out, and it was the perfect time to just sit down and paint. And at first it was like, well, how do you start painting? That's everyone's question. How do you even start? I mean, if you wanted to start painting today, you could be like, well, how do I start? And my best advice is to literally start painting. You just got to get some paint on the canvas, and it sounds simple, like, oh, just paint and you're going to be amazing. It totally depends on if you enjoy painting or not. If you're trying to make if you're trying to make Da Vinci pieces and you're trying to sell them for millions straight away, I feel like that isn't probably the angle you should go for. I just like painting because it also allows me to let go of control of a painting and not add more to it. So once I know that a painting's done, it is done. Like I don't add more to it. Or if I have a kind of random better idea, I will add to it a little bit, but once it's done, it's pretty much done. This next one I really like. So I had these little kind of playing cards left, and I was like, what do I do with them? I don't want to bin them, so I'm going to upcycle them and see what I can do. But this is a lovely texture of blue. Blue is my favorite color, and with this one I thought I'd kind of do it like a sky, and then add some white. The thing is, what I've learned is with different textures and blending techniques, it's always nice to add a little white finish, because it lightens it up. Otherwise I feel like it just gets too dark. I'll show you some examples of some dark paintings, not like literally dark, but some darker colors. But this is quite a random interpretive piece. This is one of the examples of how it's abstract, because I've got the king, the queen, and the joker in the middle. So you can find the meaning of that however your brain finds the meaning of that. I mean, Let me know what you kind of interpret this painting as. Oh, I'm excited. I am actually so excited. If you lot can kind of tell me what your meaning of the painting is, or what you can see in it, if you can see anything. Right, so the next one I'm going to show you is this one. Now, I had some fun with sticking two canvases together and then peeling them apart, and this is the result that I got. Now, I guess you can see a smiley face in this, but the smiley faces are different with each blur. I'll put it up closer so you can see. So if I go here, as you can see, the textures are quite cool in this. But I stuck two canvases together and then literally got this result. Just put some paint on there and then got it. So it's all of my paintings are kind of experimenting with different techniques. I really love doing it. It's something that I find really relaxing. And going on back to why I started painting, in lockdown I just found that over time it was great to kind of come up with something that you can do in the day or night and then see it the next day, and it's all dry and it's all and you created it. So that's what I really like about these different paintings. This next one, this is a big one. This is what I called a clean slate, and the irony is it's pretty dark. But I really like this one because this is the first use of gold paint. This is it here. Now, if you can't see them properly, you can go over to my Instagram, which is Kofi Paints, Kofi.paints on Instagram. For all of my artwork, it's on there, and you can see it better. But this one here, I just loved using the different kind of smears and then gold here. So it's really dark at the bottom, and then you can see kind of hints of gold. Now, I just kind of this process here. I kind of started off with an original idea at the back, and then this was kind of like an example of how I started it. You can see at the back, and then I kind of smeared it out, and I was like, I don't want it. I want a clean slate. I want to start again. So that was my thought process behind that one. Again, this is all just, creative expression. This next one I really like because it kind of looks like a window, and that's what I see. And also some coral, different types of colours in here, and I'll just let you see it for yourself. So with this one, you can see it's got this interesting texture. Now, I wish you lot could actually feel this canvas. And that's the fun thing about making your own art, is that you can actually touch the artwork instead of it being protected by security guards. But maybe one day, who knows, maybe it will be in a museum one day and it will be protected by security guards, and I'm actually ruining it by touching it. But yeah, no, I'm only messing. Who knows? I just enjoy it. I don't really want to sell them. So this one here behind me is a really cool use of different colors, and as you can tell, I like my greens. I kind of go for like a jungle vibe. I guess the plants at the back can kind of explain that. So let me just grab this one. Now again, along the abstract line, I'm really trying to just kind of find some fun with blending colors and just different textures. As you can see, it's just kind of like a waterfall of colors. Really, really nice. And I just enjoy the abstractness of it. It's not something you can really define. I feel like these days everyone's always trying to put their judgments out there, define everything, label things, say whether things are good or bad. But I feel like the fact that I can just do painting and say to myself that it's literally just, an abstract piece of art, it doesn't have to be necessarily good. I just really enjoy the process, and I do like looking at it. So it's just something I enjoy, I guess. It's one of my passions, and I'm just going to continue to do it. So if you are still watching this, thank you, because I've never shown anyone my paintings before. I really haven't. Even my friends haven't seen these paintings. So yeah, here they are, I guess. So the next one I actually did a couple of days ago, And it's just a little bit of a graffiti writing, quick one. I've always said my handwriting's really bad, so I feel like this is a way of conquering it by putting it on a canvas. But this is just a random piece. And it's sleep late, get wild, fall in love, and not getting arrested. Now, I thought it was quite edgy. Do you know what I mean? I needed some edgy pieces. I've got all these soft colours and all these different like paintings, but I thought this is quite cool. And my writing is horrendous, as you can tell, but it's a bit different. And I like that it is a bit different. I sometimes do get a bit bored of doing just simple abstract paintings. So I go out of the box, out of my comfort zone. And this is also a good way of getting out of your comfort zone, is just trying new things. I think at the start, it's scary to be a beginner, and you always want to be like, oh, I'm good at this, I'm good at that. But being a beginner is really fun, and I think that's the approach that I'm having with painting and crafting and creating, is I'm definitely a beginner. I'm not trying to say I'm an expert or the best at it. I'm just literally having fun and learning and trying new things. So that's my approach with this. So let's go on to the next thing. This is a different approach. I mean, this is wild, this one. I use spray paints for this. Probably like, oh my golly gosh, what's happened? Did a bear claw this one? Now that is just an absolutely, luminous piece. Could light up your whole lounge. But it was just an experimentation with different spray paint colours. You can get really cool fluorescent colours. So as you can see, I went for fluorescent colours. And it reminded me of like paint parties back in the day that I used to go to with all these like neon colours. That was a bit of fun. On another random kind of lined experimenting with colours, I did this one the other day also. And I think this one's nice because it has some of the white background. You don't always have to paint the entire canvas. And this looks nice on a white wall. It's kind of like knots and crosses, or different layers. If you actually look up close, I'll show you how many layers there are. I also have these the process of me doing these on Instagram, so you can see how I actually did all of them. So this one, I literally used a palette of glass. I smudged some colours on there and just scraped it down. And I've seen loads of ASMR videos. This is where painting for me is fun. And I just basically put paint on glass and kind of created this. Now, again, it's just really nice to put on the wall. Do you know what I mean? Like creating it yourself instead of spending loads of money. These canvases here cost, not that much. You can go to Tiger. Some of them do cost quite a lot, to be fair. But you can get some cheap ones, and it's quite fun. I really want people to paint. If you like painting or any other kind of crafts, let me know. So I'm going to go and get some more canvases, and I'll be back in a second. Right, so I have honestly got so many canvases. There's also some in storage right now, these big ones I can't even get in the house. But I'm going to show you a few more, and because I don't want to completely bore you with my canvases. But here is another one. Now this one, there was my favourite sweet back in the day. I can't remember which one it was called, but it was unreal. But this one here just reminds me of sweets and my obsession with sweets. It's just a fun one. This is a mixture of acrylic paint and spray painting. So these are spray paint can spray. Now that one's quite fun. That's probably the lightest one that I have. I kind of gifted that to my girlfriend because she likes pink and everything. This next one is my favorite because I just seem to always paint mountains. Now I love going around mountains, being around mountains, but my mind always comes down to sort of mountain hills and scenes. So this one is exactly that. It's so hard to show you because they're so big. But honestly, this one's my favorite because it's got the mountains. Also, if you look up closer, it's got this strange texture. and it's actually kind of like raised. You can kind of see that it's raised, and that's because after I paint, I kind of hate when my paintings look a little bit too realistic, so I either use a piece of paper or something to use this sticky effect or a sponge, and I'll show you it in one of my Instagram videos, but it's just a really fun technique, and that's just all I do is try and have fun. Honestly, it sounds wholesome because it is, and it's a really, really fun thing that I like doing. I hope you lot like it and you're not rinsing me in the comments. It's taken me a lot to show you lot these paintings. I've literally avoided this video for so long, so be nice. The last one I'm going to show you is this one here. Now, a lot of people have said it's either like parrots or birds or rockets or different random things, but I just don't really know. I love the randomness of it. Some people say like fish, but this is one of my first times using the canvas. This one, I think it might have actually been my first canvas painting, but super random. I do like the idea. It's like kind of in space, dark backdrop, and then I've used the gold paint again. I haven't used that in a while, so I'm going to get more of that. That's so fun. Or like meteors. If you put it that way, they're all going down, so it kind of looks like meteors. This is the thing, I absolutely love the randomness of doing abstract art. But if you want me to do a sort of like YouTube video of me making one, I can do a whole YouTube video of me making one so you can see the process. Obviously I love doing it, so I'll continue to do it. Just let me know if you want to see more. But I do have some more canvases, so if you want to see a full tour of the other ones that I have, there's some huge ones. This massive canvas that I had to literally get the car and put it in the boot. It's absolutely insane. So if you want to see those ones, let me know in the comment down below. And also remember, let me know what you saw in the paintings. If you saw anything that I didn't see, that would be amazing. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a cheeky thumbs up and share it around your friends. And I will see you in my next video. Peace out. Right, so I was in the toilet and I looked up and I forgot one more. This is a cute sized one, so I had to show you. Do you know what I mean? So this is one that I really like to look at whilst I poop. So yeah, there you go. That was my art. Nice. Hope you enjoy it.